Moving on to, I want to talk about the Cubs.
Sneaky offseason.
Sneaky
good offseason.
Very good offseason. And recently, over the last week since we've done an episode, Trey Mancini signed there. And I understand when Trey went to Houston and then played in the playoffs, he wasn't the Trey that we had come to know in Baltimore. But Trey Mancini is a dang good baseball player. Mm-hmm. Love that pickup for them, but it doesn't stop there. He signed a 2-year deal. They've also signed Cody Bellinger. They also signed Dansby Swanson, who is one of the biggest shortstops on the market. They also signed Jamison Tyone. So they will fly under the radar this offseason because they haven't done what the Mets have done. They won't be as good as a lot of the elite teams in the game of baseball. But I believe with what they've done this offseason, they will be sneaky good. And on a baseball team, it kind of all starts up the middle. You want to build up the middle. And look what they've done. At shortstop, you have Dansby. At second, you have Nico Horner. In center, you have Cody Bellinger. All Gold Glove caliber guys. Yeah. I mean, that's nasty defense. And I know you can't count on Cody Bellinger to be 2017, 18. You can't count on him to be that MVP Cody Bellinger.
I mean, you never know.
If you can get anything back, well,
new
have
beginnings.
You seen his at-bats?
I know.
I'm not saying he can't be better.
I'm saying sometimes new scenery, different club, different franchise kind of sparks new beginnings. Who knows? Maybe he's making adjustments.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
why
he's
I'm
working
higher.
with someone else.
That's why I'm higher on this Bellinger signing than most people are, because they're looking at what he's done the last couple of years. And I'm not saying he will get back to MVP Cody Bellinger, but I do think we can get back to some middle ground, which would be an above average Major League Baseball player. And if you can get anything like you did from the past, then you've really made out well. So I like the Bellinger signing. Why not if you're the Mets? I believe it was $17 million to have him play at least a well above average elite center field. So good for him. What did I say?
You said Mets, but we were just talking about him, so that's fine. Yeah.
So
Cubs.
good for the Cubs there. I like Dansby a lot. So I think this lineup is sneaky good. And if you can get any innings out of a rotation that has Stroman and Tyone at the top, and then it's Justin Steele, Drew Smyly, Keegan Thompson, which that leaves a lot to the imagination. But if they can step up, if they can get you some innings, this team could be sneaky good. And regardless, I'm not going to sit here right here today and say that the Chicago Cubs are going to make the playoffs. No, but I will sit here today and say the Chicago Cubs got a lot better. I think the team will be competitive, and I think they can stay in it through the long haul and maybe have a shot come the end of the year.
Yeah, I mean, this is, when you look at all their new additions, they have 5 new additions to their potential starting lineup, including Hosmer that they picked up this offseason. That it's just
huge signing.
That
producer Bartley got noted Kansas City Royals fan.
Very
got in your ear there and
excited.
said,
But, another veteran bat. But there's just, when you reconstruct your lineup and have 5 new guys in the lineup that weren't there last year, that's a big shakeup. So we don't know what they're going to be yet, but there is a lot of promise. Yep. There's a lot of hope and potential for this team. And again, no one was really talking about it because of all the super dramatic high-end free agency talk with Judge and Correa. I mean, they picked up Dansby, and they ended up getting one in Dansby, which is, saying a lot more than what the Dodgers did. But yeah, it's just don't blink on the Cubs.
Yep.
Don't blink on the Cubs this season. I
agree completely. And I have been very critical of the Cubs over the past couple of years. And in particular with what they did with that core group of guys that they had in Bryant, Rizzo, Baez, Contreras, and their handling of that entire situation. I have been very critical of that, and I also need to give them their due diligence here and their kudos for what they have done this offseason. It's not going to jump off to the common fan of these huge moves that they made that makes them a World Series contender, but they are heading in the right direction. They will be more competitive. I like what they've done a lot, and they deserve credit for what they've done.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eric Hosmer, not a bad signing for $720,000. Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.